I guess I'll be my own commentator. Let's hope I can get this dub.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game. It's Green's Bengals going up against Browns Steelers. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Coming up, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard round between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. They'll come out in the pistol. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell.
Really?
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40.
Well, partner, you know I always tend to lean towards the defensive guys. But in this case, I have no defense. How about that run right there?
Yeah, just a tip of the cap to Le'Veon Bell, and that's what he can do. You think some people back in 2013 that had first-round picks wish that they would have taken him?
That's when you go back to your scouting department and say, what exactly did we miss here? Maybe some people have some new jobs. He's a big-time player. And if they don't start getting him on the ground here quickly, he's going to pile up a huge game.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This offense has some speed, and certainly Martavis Bryant, he has some speed.
He has that, and he has size. That's what makes him so difficult to cover. Because just when you think you have to play him one way, the other attribute kicks in. Martavis Bryant could be an all-star real soon.
Didn't press the most, I seemed to look at the freaking thing.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. It may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my #1 target.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And this one caught by Coates. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first and let everyone start to celebrate.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now a play fake here on first down.
Really?
And his throw is incomplete.
Hit you right in your hands and you
First drive for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use them in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
Second down following the incompletion. Former Tar Heel, Giovanni Bernard. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Ryan Shazier ran so fast at his combine that many people thought someone actually ran for him. He's a linebacker who ran sub 4.4, and he uses that speed to make plays all over the field.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again?
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target.
Just go. Follow the dude. I'm going that way.
On the pick up there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Dancing.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Play fake. Here's Dalton. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But
rush coming, and he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
On third down, here's Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. On now, the Steelers' second-year punter. This is Australian-born Jordan Berry. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here with Bernard. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
Passing. It's Dalton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Third down from the gun, Dalton. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. So on 4th down, here's the veteran Steve Weatherford to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now it's Roethlisberger trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. That'll bring up 2nd down.
There's no doubt that Adam Jones had a checkered career, but he's playing his best football after the age of 30. That pass breakup there, another indicator.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So that'll be marked out as a 19-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Green's got it over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it up, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Green with a catch left side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
They come up in an offset eye. 380. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And, you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. And there, they get 3.
And this will be a touchback, and as we saw in Week 1, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Again, here's Bernard. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. A good pick up there on 20 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Andy Dalton with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Heinz Field after this. Fresh set of downs here. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Here's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. Stays on his feet.
Yeah.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play. When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yards.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On the counter, here's Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
I go all the way back to college with Le'Veon Bell. One of the better body transformations I've seen, from a big, thick power back to the guy we see now who can do everything.
And 2 years ago, of course, last year the injury, but 2 years ago over 1,300 yards. I think they think he can top that this year.
I don't think there's any question about it.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Get that, son.
Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that brings up 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points. But they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
They go play action here on 1st down. Finding time. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Second and 10. Dalton once more. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Third down. A shot here for Dalton. And able to find Green. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, Let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. On the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fair... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And Green with a catch left side. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
AD to AJ. And it's been like that throughout this game. And I think it's a huge reason why they are in the lead.
I like that. AD to AJ. Andy Dalton to AJ Green. Such a tough cover. And they are proving it here in this one. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely to start throwing the football. But I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
Stay. No, it doesn't stay. It's all right.
And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
I'm not sure how many people anticipated Le'Veon Bell being such a huge part of the passing offense when he came out of Michigan State. Remember how thick he was?
It's caught
I jumped too. This nigga put the hand out.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
I should never touched it.
Antonio
Let the computer
Brown,
take it
his
away.
first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And a nice run past the run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Deep drop. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sand. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Andy Dalton. Under pressure.
Do that.
Got to him again. Jonathan Hankins in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Steve Weatherford now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now Brown.
Back.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Roethlisberger. Green's got it over the middle.
Like you wanted.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On second down, Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Ben to throw again. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Sammy Coates, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll run again with Bernard. He is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
With it is Brown. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And able to find
God, that's the 2nd time I should have had a pick.
Down to the 48, enough for the 1st. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on 1st down.
Third pick on the
incomplete,
drive.
crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now it's Roethlisberger. On the right side, caught by Green. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. And down inside the 15 he goes. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, Not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time.
There we
Picked
go.
off
That's
by the
what I'm talking
linebacker,
about.
Kevin Minter. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Green's got it over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Bengals a first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Here's Bernard. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Dalton now to pass. It's caught. Left side, Brandon LaFell. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
On the toss, Bernard. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Again, not much running room, if any at all. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well. Because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
He's got his man here. It's Green. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, look at the juke.
Oh,
and with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around.
We'll see what they do. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Coates. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there, 26 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be...
Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Bengals grab it. And some room to work.
Good foot.
And that might just solve it. A return for a late touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a play fake here on first down.
Off the block.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Catch it,
and that
knock it down.
Incomplete.
You're a DB.
But that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective, because they understood where the first down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adam Jones, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Oh, passing it. Dalton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Give you the opportunity.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling. No. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory.
Almost cost me another touchdown.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.